Welcome back, students. In this section, we are going to discussing about the refraction of light. What is meant by this refraction of light? With the help of simple examples, first we can experience the refraction of light in our daily life situations. In this video, you can see that initially we place a pencil in a glass tumbler. While observing, we can see that the whole pencil we can see as in a straight line. The pencil we can see as it is. Now we are pouring some water into this glass tumbler. What you can see, closely observing this one, we can see that there is a bending, or we can see that the pencil is broken where at the surface of that water the pencil appears to be a broken one. Actually, the pencil is broken. No, it is or the same pencil which we are consider initially. How this happens in this normal life. Here comes another interesting phenomenon of light, refraction. How we can see an object when light from any source falls on that object and bounce back, then return into our eyes, then only we can see that object. So we can see an object, or we can identify an object from where the light is coming. Here, when we immerse the pencil in a glass tumbler of water, the light rays from that pencil, that is the object which we are now considering, the light rays from that object reaches to our eyes from two different mediums. That means the upper part of the pencil, the light rays passes through the air and reaches our eyes. But the lower portion of that pencil, which is immersed in water, so the light rays from that part of that pencil passes through the water and after that reaches to our eyes. That is clear. The light rays from that pencil, before reaching to our eyes, it travels through two different medium, through the air and one portion through the water. Only the difference is that the path of that light rays from that same object, that is the refraction phenomenon of light. So whenever the light travels from one transparent medium to another transparent medium, its path undergoes a bending or a deviation. This phenomenon is termed as refraction of light. Whenever light moves from one transparent medium to another transparent medium, its path undergoes a slight variation, or a bending of its path happens. That is defined as the refraction of light. Due to this refraction phenomenon, that pencil appears to be a broken one when we are immersed that in a glass beaker which is filled with water. That is, the light rays passes from water to air, and in the upper portion that light rays completely passing through the air only. Based on the ability of that matter in order to allow the passage of light, matter is mainly divided into three categories. That is, we are familiar. The one type of materials which does not allow the passage of light is known as an opaque material. Then the the material which allows the complete passage of light is known as a transparent medium. Another category, sometimes it allows, that means partially allows the passage of light and partially blocks that material. That type of materials are known as translucent material, opaque material, transparent material, and translucent material. Which allow the passage of light is known as a transparent material, which completely block the passage of light is known as an opaque material, and partially blocking and partially alloying. That type of materials is known as a translucent materials. What is the reason of this kind of a bending? Why this light ray undergoes a bending or path change when it is moving from one type of medium to another type? In lower classes, we have already learned that light is always travels in a straight line. But here comes a slight change. This light, when passing from one type of medium to another type of medium, only that situation there comes a slight change or a slight bending in its path. That is the refraction phenomenon. And what is the need of this refraction, or what is the reason behind this refraction? The reason behind this refraction is very simple. Just if we are considering in our daily life, suppose we are walking through the normal solid road surface. What happens? We can walk normal condition, or in a normal speed we can walk or run. And next we are considering, suppose we are running through a sandy surface. That means a seashore or in a sandy surface. What happens? Yes, we are not able to walk as fast as we walk or we run through the solid surface. Then again another situation we can consider, suppose we are running through a water. What happens? Again the speed comes very slow. Means why this speed change taken place? For the same person through these three situations, different speed, or only he can walk with different speeds or run with different speeds. Why it happens? Only due to the change of that medium through which he tried to walk or run. Initially it is a solid surface. Second one we consider that is a sandy surface, not as much as solid one. Then third one we are consider water, that is not solid as like as the sand also. So when the medium changes, the speed of that person changes. In the same way, for the light also, when the medium changes, the speed of light also undergoes a variation. Due to the change in speed or due to the change in velocity of that light through different medium, this particular change in path or bending takes place. From the lower class already we learned that light passes through vacuum with its maximum possible speed, and also almost at the same speed it is passing through the air. And that speed value or the velocity value is also you are familiar, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. That is the possible speed of light in vacuum, and almost the same speed it is passing through the air also. And if any other medium is considering, just like any other transparent medium like water, glass, diamond, plastic sheet, or any other type of transparent liquids or materials we are considering, this speed is not possible. That is the 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second speed is not possible for this light. It should be less than that one. So due to the speed change or the velocity change, this refraction of light takes place. That is the reason for this refraction or this bending of light when it is passing from one type of medium to another type of medium. The speed change or the velocity change of light in different medium. That is the reason for this refraction. Based on the speed of light, materials are again classified into two types. This is only a relative classification, not a permanent classification or not a fixed classification. It is only a relative classification. With respect to one another, we are considering. That is a denser medium and a rarer medium. The transparent mediums are again divided into denser one and a rarer one. Keep in mind, it is only a relative classification. With respect to one another, we are considering. So, if a pair of medium is considered, for the refraction, we have to consider a pair of media. So, when we are considering that kind of a pair of media, among that two materials, one should be a denser one and one should be a rarer one. And which one is a denser and which one is a rarer? That depends the speed of light. In a material, through which the light passes with the maximum possible speed is known as a rare medium, and the material or that medium through which light passes comparatively less speed compared with the other, that's already mentioned that it is a relative measurement, compared with the other through which light passing through less velocity or less speed, that is known as a denser medium. The medium through which light passes with its maximum possible speed is known as a rarer one, and the medium through which light passes with a less speed with respect to one another, with respect to the other, then that is known as a denser one. For example, we are considering a pair of medium as this glass and water. And if we are considering this normal glass and water, through the water, light passes with the maximum possible speed, and compared with that one, through glass, its speed is less. So water is considered as a rarer medium, and glass is considered as a denser one in this pair of medium. Then again, we are considering another pair of medium, just a diamond and a glass. Then comparing with the diamond, the light passing through this glass with the maximum possible speed, and through the diamond, the speed of light is very less comparing with the glass. So in this pair of medium, glass is considered as a rarer one, and the diamond is considered as a denser one. That is why we already mentioned it as a relative measurement. In the first pair of material, that is glass and water, glass is a denser one, and in the second pair, glass and diamond, the same glass appears as a rarer one.